Hello Faribault students. In this short video, we will walk through the steps necessary to set up your school iPad. Before we begin the process, it is necessary for you to know the following three pieces of information: your Apple ID and password, the lock screen passcode that you would like to use for your iPad, and the network username and password that you use to log onto the school computers. Let's get started. At the Hello screen, slide to the right and select your language and country. At the Choose a Wi-Fi Network screen, your iPad will automatically connect to the Apple Demo Wi-Fi network. A blue check mark will appear next to Apple Demo once the connection is complete. Tap Next. At the Location Services screen, tap Enable Location Services. On the Configuration screen, tap Next. At the Login screen, please enter your student ID number in the username field and the same password that you use for logging into the school computers in the password field. Once you have entered this information, tap Next. At the Create a Passcode screen, enter your desired lock screen passcode. Then re-enter the same passcode again to confirm. Your Apple ID is required for backing up your iPad. If you don't know your Apple ID or your Apple ID password, tap Don't have an Apple ID or forgot it and Set up later in Settings. Tap Don't use in the following pop-up box and hold tight for a couple steps. If you do know your Apple ID, please enter that information into the Apple ID field. Enter the password for your Apple ID in the password field. Remember that your Apple ID password must contain at least one capital letter. Once you have entered this information, tap Next. A Terms and Conditions screen appears. If you agree to these terms and conditions, tap Agree in the lower right of your screen. Your iPad will take a moment to configure itself. If you see the iCloud keychain screen, tap Don't use iCloud keychain. At the Siri screen, tap Turn on Siri. Then tap Get Started. You will now see the iPad's home screen. You may notice a few apps automatically installing on the iPad's second page. It may take up to 24 hours for all of your district apps to automatically install. Now that your iPad setup is complete, we will show you how to configure your school email account. Please tap the Mail icon. It is located in the dock near the bottom of the screen. The Welcome to Mail screen displays. Tap Google in the list. At the Gmail sign-in screen, please enter your student email address in the student number at isd656.org format. Once you have entered this email address, tap Next. Enter your email password. This password should be the same as your password for the school computers. Once you have finished entering your password, tap Next. You may see a Welcome to your account window. If you see this window, please tap I accept, continue to my account. If you do not see this window, simply tap Save in the upper right corner of your screen. After you do this, your email messages will start loading into the Mail app. You can see all of your email messages by tapping Inbox in the upper left corner. Now that you've configured your school email, let's discuss how to install apps. To download school apps, verify that the self-service icon is installed on your home screen. Remember that it could take up to 24 hours for the self-service icon to appear. Once the icon is there, tap the icon and tap OK to allow notifications. The self-service application will perform a setup process. And once setup is complete, the library window will display. You can easily view and download all available apps by tapping See All in the upper right of your screen. Choose the app that you would like to install and tap the Install button next to it. Within a few minutes, the app will appear on your iPad's home screen and is ready to use. This concludes your iPad setup. If you need help resetting your Apple ID password, or if you have any other questions regarding your iPad, please contact the Media Center at your school. Thanks and have a great school year.